The phrase, "they were not destroyed," is a key omission in ancient texts. This omission suggests a deliberate act regarding historical records. It implies either a conscious effort to preserve specific information, or it hints at a persistent danger linked to the unmentioned subject. History often deals with threats by suppressing or destroying them. Another method is the erasure of the threat from historical records. The Watcher's story differs from these typical historical patterns. This deviation raises questions about the Watcher's actual fate. Ancient texts describe the Watcher's fate after their transgression. The texts detail their punishment for disobeying divine laws. Judgment was passed upon them, marking the severity of their actions. They were bound, restricting their freedom and influence. The Watchers were sealed away, preventing further intervention. Imprisonment underground was their final confinement, yet destruction is unmentioned. The Watchers are defined as observers. Their role is to ensure humanity's independent development. They are not angelic figures. They are not gods. Their purpose is to oversee, not to interfere. Humanity's path is meant to be self-determined. The Watcher's primary role was to maintain a delicate balance. Premature knowledge can distort the natural course of progress. Unchecked power inevitably leads to societal collapse. Their duty involved preventing both extremes. Balance was key to stable and sustainable development. The Watchers breached a sacred boundary. They imparted forbidden knowledge to humanity. This included advanced building techniques. Also, mathematics and governance were taught. The Watcher's actions disrupted humanity's inherent path. This intervention led to a societal collapse instead of progress. Humanity's natural advancement was fundamentally altered. The disruption poses a threat to the established universal order. The intended leap forward was corrupted into a destructive fall. The Watchers' actions were deemed a crime against the established system. Their transgression wasn't against humanity directly, but against order. This highlights the critical issue of control within a structured society. It also underscores the potential dangers of unchecked technological or societal progress. The Watchers face severe punishment. Their punishment included being chained. They were imprisoned in deep, underground chambers. The exact details of their final fate are unclear. The narrative surrounding their ultimate end is fragmented. The decision to contain the Watchers implies a degree of fear or uncertainty. Destruction offers a permanent solution, eliminating the threat entirely. Containment, on the other hand, only delays the potential problem. This suggests a reluctance to face the immediate consequences of destruction. Containment reflects a strategy of risk management rather than complete resolution. Silence in ancient texts about the Watcher's fate is intentional. This silence suggests a deliberate act of omission. The untold stories are not forgotten, but concealed. What is hidden remains significant, despite the lack of explicit records. The absence of information implies a hidden truth. The Watcher's fate is deliberately obscured, not erased from memory. Global flood narratives often depict a catastrophic reset of civilization. These events are portrayed as destroying existing societies. A global flood leads to the fragmentation of accumulated knowledge. The flood effectively buries traces of the pre-flood world. This results in a significant loss of historical and cultural information. Following a catastrophic flood, humanity faces a new beginning. The survivors adapt to a simpler, more cautious existence. The flood event has reshaped societal norms and priorities. There's a notable absence of open discussion about the Watchers. This silence suggests a shift in beliefs or power dynamics. Humanity rebuilds, marked by caution and altered perceptions. Historical records often document instances of destruction and elimination. The absence of records detailing the Watchers' destruction is notable. This absence suggests a fate other than outright elimination. The historical silence implies the Watchers were likely hidden. Their continued existence was ensured through concealment, not destruction. The Watchers' fate is uncertain. One possibility is their continued confinement. They may remain sealed within their chamber, dormant but not neutralized. This scenario suggests a state of suspended animation or inactivity. Despite their dormancy, the Watchers' presence still poses a future threat. Their potential for awakening or release remains a cause for concern. The chamber acts as a seal, but its long-term effectiveness is not guaranteed. The Watchers are contained in a specific location. This containment strategy prevents their complete eradication. Imprisonment serves as a method of control. The location acts as a barrier. This scenario focuses on confinement. The most dangerous scenario involves neutralizing Watchers. However, they are kept under strict control post-neutralization. This acknowledges their continued existence. It also recognizes the inherent risk they still pose. Control measures are crucial to mitigate this risk. Failure to control could lead to renewed threats. Containment strategies always carry a risk of failure. Anything not completely destroyed has the potential to return. A seal is critical to effective containment. Seals prevent the escape or re-emergence of contained entities. Failure to maintain the seal compromises the entire containment effort. A seal provides a temporary solution. It does not guarantee eternity. It merely buys time. This implies a potentially permanent problem. Seals offer temporary relief. The Watcher's story transitions from a fixed historical record. It evolves into a realm of potential and possibility. This shift detaches the narrative from its past constraints. The narrative is no longer solely defined by historical events. It becomes a fluid and evolving concept. The Watcher's story transforms into a realm of potential. Possibilities can be more dangerous than established facts. This danger stems from the potential for future events. Containment efforts suggest awareness of these potential dangers. The act of containment implies a proactive approach. This proactive approach aims to mitigate risks associated with future possibilities. The Watchers may have been stopped, not destroyed, in the past. Complete destruction might have been impossible. Or the consequences of their destruction were too catastrophic. The risks associated with their elimination were too high. Ancient texts often intentionally leave some questions unanswered. This deferral serves a purpose related to the timing of knowledge revelation. Some knowledge is deemed inappropriate or unsafe to reveal prematurely. The delayed release ensures responsible understanding and application. The story of the Watchers is presented not as a mere fairy tale or legend. It functions primarily as a cautionary narrative. The story serves as a warning, highlighting potential outcomes. It implies possibilities rather than stating definitive historical events. The narrative focuses on what could happen, not necessarily what did. Thus, it prompts reflection on potential future scenarios. The file is sealed, not closed, indicating a temporary status. This suggests the matter is not permanently resolved. Sealing implies potential future access or reopening. The sealed status is a temporary measure. Seals, by nature, are designed to contain and protect what lies within. Over time, any seal is susceptible to degradation and eventual failure. Cracks symbolize the weakening of this barrier, implying a breach. This breach suggests the potential release of what was once contained. The leaking represents the gradual return of suppressed elements. These elements could be knowledge, entities, or other forces. History doesn't always erase truth. It can merely conceal it. Concealment implies that the hidden information retains its power. The truth, though not apparent, remains influential. Hidden truths can shape events from the shadows. The potency of truth lies not just in its revelation, but also in its concealment. Hidden things are never truly gone, suggesting a persistent presence. This implies the enduring influence of unseen entities. These entities, referred to as Watchers, may exert ongoing control. Their influence remains even when their physical presence is concealed. Ancient texts contain deliberate omissions and unanswered questions. These gaps serve as a warning, prompting careful interpretation. The story of the Watchers is left open-ended and unresolved. This ambiguity invites speculation and further investigation. The lack of closure suggests potential hidden meanings. Unresolved narratives encourage critical thinking about ancient accounts.